Hey there, welcome to the garden. I wanted to talk about my little winter hanging baskets. I'm gonna bring them down, do a little care on them, and then I just thought I'd give you like a little update and we could kind of take a look at how they're doing. So far, I've been really enjoying them. It's been a nice way to have hanging baskets, even though it's winter time. They're looking pretty good. I did a mix of violas and lettuce, or at least that was the goal. So I'll show you how that's turning out. Here's kind of a look at them hanging in the garden. They're fun, even though, you know, it's not like something with a lot of spilling. You can see that a little bit of the lettuce leaves are coming off over there. And these are violas, I guess, but the violas and the pansies are kind of cute because they do kind of look up and over the edge of the hanging basket. So it's not like the most dramatic looking hanging baskets right now. I'm hoping as the season goes on that they continue to kind of do more, but there's some pretty things happening in here, so I'm gonna get them down and we can take a look at, just at how they're doing. A little look at this pansy really quick. Oh, this one is so beautiful. I just love pansies. Oh my gosh, they're just such stunning flowers. Okay, so here are both of the hanging baskets, and the big lesson learned, the big sort of takeaway with these is I need to seed heavier or plant in more starts. It is kind of easier with containers to start with started plants, whether you do the little starts yourself or you go and get them from the garden center. It's definitely easier to get like that full packed, rich look in a container, but we still got some fun things going on, and these are hanging baskets, so really from the sides is what we're looking for. I did do a mix of violas, as I said, some pansies, and some lettuce seeding. And I'll talk a little bit about the lettuce. I did have some issues with some pest pressure, some squirrels getting in and digging these up. And so I kind of had a couple successions of resowing. And as you can see, it didn't really get going. So next time, kind of note to self, I think starting with some starts would be a better option for a project like this, and packing them in much more densely, because this is for the fall garden. Things kind of slow down and they just don't really grow as fast. So with the fall garden, a lot of the times things, they just don't get growing like quite as quickly the way they would do in the summer. And so you end up with, you know, things that aren't as full. It's looking a little patchy, but still, you know, still fun. And the difference, I think, so I've got a pansy in this one. Love that pansy, it's really beautiful. And I got the violas. The violas are gonna be better bloomers throughout like the winter cool temperatures. They tend to just do a bit better, like really surviving our winters and staying blooming all winter. These hanging baskets should last all the way through till like spring. There are some kale in here, and the kale is definitely taking off a bit better than the lettuce. I'm finding that in like decorative containers, I like adding in kales. This is the dazzling blue kale and things like this as like filler, and it really works well. The kale tends to hold up well with a vigorous plant like a viola. I'm gonna go ahead and get these just cleaned up. I'm just gonna take away any dead leaves, any spent flowers, and that's something that I haven't been doing quite enough of with these containers, especially this other one here. Oh my gosh, these violas need some serious deadheading. And another thing that I can do with violas is, you see when they get leggy like this, you can trim them back a little bit and encourage them to kind of bush out and just get a little bit more full. So I'll probably end up doing that as well too. So let me get to work here, and then we'll give them a little bit of fertilizer and put them back up and let them continue to do their thing. when you are deadheading violas, you want to take the stem all the way back to like close to the main stem. As you can see, it's really easy to leave like these little sections where you are deadheading, but it ends up not looking as tidy. So you want to take the thing you're going to deadhead and go all the way back, and you're just going to get a better looking plant. And then I'm just going to take off like, you know, this kind of stuff, any little dead leaves, spent leaves. This container definitely needs a little bit of fertilizer just to kind of help it, I think. As you can see, a squirrel got in here. There's been a little damage, so we just need to give it a bit of a refresh. I did want to show you in this container my tiger eye viola. This is one that I started from seed. Isn't it pretty? I'm going to be starting so many more violas from seed for the spring. I'm so excited, and next fall for sure. And you know what? The thing about it is this plant is so much more like compact and full than some of the other ones I got from the garden center. So I don't know if that's just like part of the variety, that the tiger eye viola is just like that stout, more full, compact little plant. But it's really nice either way, and it looks really pretty. And starting them from seed was surprisingly easy. They're a little bit slow going. They take a little while to get going, but then boy, they just like take off and start blooming really quickly, even on pretty small plants. So at least with the tiger eye variety, that's the only one I've started from seed, and I'm going to be starting more from seed and working on that. But at least with that variety, boy, they bloom quickly once you kind of get them planted out and outside, and it's really awesome. I'm going to definitely be doing just a ton more violas, and I can let you know how those all do when I'm more experienced. Okay, now I'm going to put the containers back up. All right, they're all back up there, ready to go. Just wanted to share that little update about this project. There's so much potential for violas and hanging baskets, especially with the lettuce and greens kind of mixed in. I definitely don't think I've executed quite perfectly on them, but I kind of just wanted to share how it was going. And I'm going to be doing more of these, you know, in the future. Definitely next fall, I'll pack them in a lot more full. I have found in doing my own containers, in watching other people create containers, really packing the containers full, it helps in the long run. Even some of those summer containers, you know, you want to leave some space for the plants to grow, but a lot of the people that I see that have the containers that I'm envious of, the window baskets that I'm like dreaming about, they really put a lot of plants in from the get-go. And the more I experiment, the more containers I do, the more I find a full container from the start it just helps things. Let me show you one that I did like that. This container here I packed in really full from the beginning, and even though it's waning a little bit in the flowering, I need to do some care on it. As you can see, it just looks lush and beautiful, and that's because it's been just completely packed from the start, and that just, I don't know, that kind of works. So at least for me, in my garden, going into my 2023 garden, it's gonna be something I'm gonna be focusing on. Really nice, big, full containers. That's gonna be the plan. All right, well, thank you so much for hanging out in the garden today. I hope you're having just a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.